Sony, constantly. You hear this like interference coming through constantly, and then it would just go away. And then it would pop back in. It wasn't like a mic cord that you hear the crackling.
Right.
Wasn't that. It was like this fuzzy, you know, so I finally had to go to the stick. I mean, it didn't work.
Well, this one was sitting on top of Channel 30's transmission frequency, and I couldn't get anything out of it.
Wow.
I mean, you could be right here, but
But you know what Hicks told me? He said now that the FCC has done all these digital channels, the audio channels have been broken up as well. So you've got all your main bands,
right.
then you got all these sub-channels around it.
Correct.
And each one of us is on the main band, but we have all this overlap now that we didn't have before. So all them sub-channels are overlapping on each one of these frequencies, and everybody's getting all these frequency problems.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Border tells me anytime he's in South County with him, none of his mics work. They just don't work. Completely canceled out.
Wow. Now that's,
So, I mean, are we stuck with it, or what's the deal, you know? It's like, I don't know.
until we get to an event, you have a audio guy that will assign you a frequency,
Testing, testing,
like at the dome or.
testing.
Keep on this side. I hear you.
Oh, do I have to sit up there and look at a picture of Joe?
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, you do it. Hello, Joe, you're on the web now. Oh.
This morning,
Joe's been on TV
yeah, I
quite a
went to
bit.
the ambulance wreck,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm looking for my reporter, and I see her over by the road runner, he's interviewing somebody.
Jason.
So I go walking over, and I just kind of stop, and I'm listening to him, and then I look down, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm on the shot. He just had his door open, and I guess he turns his camera and just does the interview right there, well, I didn't know that, you know, and then Perk Barnes texted me. Oh. Martin texted me, like, hey, so Jason, I need to get one of those on-air lights, so I know when you're on.
He was shooting from the dash cam.
Being on the hood.
Yeah. Cracks me up.
Oh, the things that we run across.
And I just look like, oh man, you know, like, what's going on? Okay.
Still got it.
Need a battery?
Brandon.
Here he comes.
Hang on, doctor.
Good morning. This summer, the County Council approved legislation to create a vaccine incentive program in St. Louis County. After some hard work by our staff in public health, legal, and procurement, I'm pleased to announce today that this gift card program will launch this Saturday. The vaccine incentive program is meant to encourage residents to protect themselves and their communities against COVID-19 by initiating and completing vaccination. I want to thank Councilwoman Shalonda Webb, who is here with me today, for introducing the legislation and working with her colleagues on the council to get this program approved. The program is being paid for with federal funds the county received to help us through the pandemic. And this is an important program because we know that vaccines are our best tool to fight the pandemic and to return to normal. Vaccines are safe, effective, and free. And now county residents will have even more reasons to get vaccinated. I'd like to turn it over this morning to Councilwoman Webb, who will explain how the program will work. Councilwoman?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Page, for allowing me to join you today. I am as just excited as Dr. Page that we are finally have this program that we initiated from the summer, earlier summer, is now manifesting. The program will work starting this Saturday. County residents who get their COVID-19 shot at any county-sponsored vaccination event can enroll in the gift card program. Once an individual has completed their vaccination process completely, the county will mail them a $100 grocery card and a $50 gasoline card to their homes to qualify them for this incentive. If you live in the St. Louis County area, if you are 12 years of age and you get fully vaccinated at a county-sponsored COVID-19 event, then you are eligible to actually receive the gift card. That means getting 2 shots of either the Pfizer vaccine or the Moderna vaccine, or getting one of the Johnson & Johnson vaccines. No gift card will be handed out at the events. This is to protect the program and its integrity. Cards will be sent via certified mail to the address that you provided during your registration. Be sure that you give them the accurate name and address where you will want to receive your registered card. This card will be mailed out to you as soon as the health department confirms that you are fully vaccinated. I introduced this legislation hoping that it would incentivize all of the residents. This program will entice you that are reluctant to get the vaccination. Have a conversation with your doctor and then get vaccinated. We must acknowledge your hesitation among many of our community members based on historical abuse in medical practices on Black Americans, along with acknowledging we give our residents the information that they need to make an informed decision to be vaccinated. These gift cards will help families who have struggled during the pandemic and get more people vaccinated. I appreciate the support of my colleagues on the council in making this program possible. I appreciate that we work together to bring change to North County and throughout all of the county. At this time, I would like to turn it back over to the county executive.
Thank you, Councilwoman. To be clear, only events that are sponsored by the St. Louis County Health Department on or after this Saturday qualify for the program. For questions, you can visit Revive STL for information and details about the gift card eligible sites. They will be marked on Revive STL, that's REVIVE-STL.com, as a vaccination site that is gift card eligible. Each person is limited to 1 grocery card and 1 gift card, and they'll be available only while supplies last. We have funding to award 5,000 cards to people, so please don't wait. Get vaccinated and sign up for your gift cards today. Again, to find a convenient location, visit revivestl.com. Thank you, and I'd be glad to answer any questions.
Just President Councilwoman Webb, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Councilwoman, you've expressed a lot of concerns going forward in the process about vaccine hesitancy. You've been outspoken about getting residents, particularly in the North County areas, vaccinated.
Yes, sir.
What about this program do you think is important and will perhaps bring more people out? What's key here in your mind as to why this is so critical?
I think it's critical because it's actually going to help the residents throughout the county, whether it's a grocery card and the gas card. This all helps with all of the struggle that's been happening throughout this pandemic. I think it's like any other incentive program that's been happening locally, by the state, or even federally. You see that people respond. They respond to an incentive. And so I think this will be a benefit to all county residents and it gives them one more reason why they should consider getting the vaccination.
As you kind of pointed out, so this is part of a larger effort to get more people vaccinated. Is there any evidence that you can give that these efforts are working?
So I know throughout the state and even the nation, when there's been a vaccination program, an incentive program, that more people turn out to get vaccinated. We know in North County, those numbers are dismal compared to all of the other county residents and throughout the state. And so after not just looking at statistics and other programs, I've been knocking on doors in Castle Point for over 5 weeks now on my own, talking to residents and asking them to consider getting vaccinated. And when I share with them that I've even had them initiate to me, what happened to the incentive program? And I've always been have to say, it's in the work, it's coming, they're working on it. And now it is here. And so I know that there are residents in that particular community that are looking for the vaccination incentive gift card program for them to make that decision to get vaccinated. Because they've told me in layman terms, well, when you bring the cards, we'll come get vaccinated. So I'm bringing the cards this Saturday at a community event at Castle Point.
Dr. Ford, could you just clarify, this is specific to county residents at county-sponsored events, right? Not, you can't just go anywhere for this.
Yeah, so this program is limited to St. Louis County residents who receive a vaccination anytime after this Saturday at an event that is marked gift card eligible. Those are all listed on our website at revivestl.com, and the gift cards will be mailed after the residents are fully vaccinated. So you'll either get if you get the J&J vaccine, then the gift card will be mailed after one shot. If you get the Pfizer vaccine, then your second dose will be scheduled in the future, and then after you receive that second dose, then the gift cards will be mailed to your house.
What about this program do you think will encourage people to come out? Is it just the incentive? Is it that people might be less hesitant because you're promoting it more? What about this do you think will do the trick?
Well, there's a combination of issues in the community. I think the education campaign in our network through our stakeholders group is helping. The health department has partnered with a lot of key leaders, clergy groups in North County, elected officials to get the word out. The medical community is very active. We have an advertising campaign paid for with pandemic funds that is in print, media, radio, and digital ads, very active in the community, helping to persuade folks why it's important to get vaccinated. Many employers, including St. Louis County, have some version of a vaccine mandate. Sometimes that's a vaccine mandate or a testing program, and sometimes some employers, including the federal government, will require folks to get vaccinated, especially if you're in a healthcare setting providing care directly to folks. The incentive is another piece of that. Incentives blended into a program like this are important. We believe they will help, and we're excited to be rolling this program out in St. Louis County.
Based on the turnout for this program, do you expect to maybe hold more of these type of things?
Well, the incentive program will run until we run out of our cards. We have enough cards for 5,000 folks to get vaccinated, and we'll see how that goes. If it turns out to be a highly accessed program, then we'll have another conversation with the county council about whether or not we should have more. But we'll see how this first program goes.
Dr. Page, this might be a little bit in the weeds, and you guys might not have gotten this far, but I'm just looking at a couple questions coming in from viewers asking that if someone has already gotten fully vaccinated, what's to stop them from going back and doing it again to get the card? Is there some sort of record that would prevent that from happening?
Well, you know, in any program, there's always opportunities for abuse. We think that historically those abuses are extraordinarily rare, and it won't stop us from doing something that will help people in our community. Our health department will certainly recognize if someone has been vaccinated in the past and they come up to get vaccinated again. This is for people getting vaccinated for the first time, and it's for people who are vaccinated at a St. Louis County event, and for St. Louis County sponsored events starting this Saturday. We certainly are aware of opportunities, for abuse in programs, but we're not gonna let that dominate the conversation of something we think is very good.
Will the health department be ramping up with more vaccination events with this program being announced? I mean, will they step up their schedule of events?
Well, the health department is one vaccinator in St. Louis County. There are lots of places to get a vaccine, but if people choose to get a vaccine through the health department, then these incentives, these gift cards will be available. We'll continue to match our programming for the appetite for vaccines. We'll see how this Saturday goes, and if we need to open more vaccination locations or have more partners, then we'll do that.
Anybody else?
Okay, great, thank you.
You.